Hello friends, Mary here, and I'm back again with a Flipping Friday. You know, I've been so busy making gardening videos for you that I haven't done a lot of crafting. So I thought I would share Flipping Friday with you today. And I have 3 projects that I think you might enjoy seeing, and I hope they offer you some inspiration and ideas for your own home. So let's just jump right into these projects. Friends, I picked up this beautiful painting at the Ark thrift store, and it was $14.99, as you can see on this tag, but white was 50% off this day, so it actually cost me $7.50. Now this white frame is not bad, but I am planning to sort of combine these 2 colors to try to get a purple that's relatively close to the lilacs in this picture. I'm using my new painting here in my bedroom, hanging on the wall here next to my nightstand. And I just love that lovely pink color that coordinates with the lilacs, like I said earlier in the painting. And it just really is a standout in my bedroom, which mostly has pastels. So this really gives some sparkle, I guess you could say, to my bedroom. Here's one of my latest thrift finds, this very nice old chair that I have been keeping in my bedroom, but I do have a plan for refinishing it, and that includes replacing the seat. You can see it has some stains on the fabric, and I just want to brighten it up for my bedroom. So let's go and see how we can update this chair today. Before I begin painting my chair, I have this upholstery tack remover, this little tool, and it's perfect for prying up the tacks off of a chair. Lucky for me, I think these are going to be fairly easy to remove. If you can read it, it does say Nordby's Fine Furniture, and this chair was made in Mankato, Minnesota. I looked for an actual date that it was produced, and I also did some research online, but I was not able to find anything that might tell me what year this chair was produced. Now, it is quite old because this braided trim is just falling apart. So I'm gonna pull it off. I've got my chair ready to paint, and I'm using a mixture of this ballet slipper by Waverly chalk paint. And then I also have blushed pink rose, which is by Folk Art, also a chalk paint. I've mixed them together in a cup here and stirred it up really well. That's what it looks like. Now I'm thinking I probably will need to do 2 coats on this chair. And I want the color to coordinate with this fabric that I bought to recover the seat with. So I'm going to see if this first coat does well as a coordinator once the paint is dry. And then I will, if I'm not quite happy with it, on my second coat, I can actually go ahead and change the color slightly. Well, guys, here's my chair with the first coat of paint on it. I was a little afraid it would look like the Pepto-Bismol pink, but this is a little bit duller, not such a bright pink, and I am just loving the way it looks. But it obviously does need one more coat. Well, friends, I just about forgot that before I do any reupholstering, I want to use a wax over this pink chalk paint. So I'm using this Varathane finishing wax. It is a clear color and it works quite well, and also it's less expensive than some of the more pricey waxes that you see from chalk painting companies. And I bought this actually at Home Depot. So as you can see, I have been using it, and I have my waxing brush, and I'm just going to get to it. We'll put a coat of wax on and then wipe it back with a soft cloth. So let's start upholstering. And the first thing you might notice is the center part of this seat is sagging quite a bit. So I'm adding some extra padding here to make it be more poofy and natural looking when I upholster. And secondly, I have my fabric here, and I'm going to be using my staple gun here, and we'll see how that works. Otherwise, I can always reuse some of the tacks that came with the chair originally. So I'm going to be pulling this fabric taut because I don't want a big bump to be showing here. So by pulling it taut, hopefully that will not appear in my finished chair seat. So I'm going to start over here, and I've got my scissors in case I need to cut off some extra fabric. But I'm going to start on this side and fold this under and tack it down right here on the edge of the stuffing that came with the chair. And we'll just do a little at a time and go around all sides of the chair. Hammer these staples in a little better. Next, I have these great upholstery tacks, which I'm going to be using to attach my decorative trim. And these are just going to work perfectly and easily. I'm going to set them right here in the center where I can go ahead and add this trim. I'm going to start over here in the corner, over here, and I'm just going to be hammering the trim in and covering these edges here that look unfinished. This is going to be able for my chair to have a lovely finished look. friends, let me give you a close-up of my upholstery job. As you can see, my upholstery tacks are not hammered in perfectly, symmetrically, which of course I'm sorry about, but it's my first try at this and I think it'll be fine in my bedroom where I'm going to be using it as a decorative chair. Now, the other thing I'm thinking about doing is toning down this bright pink color with some dark brown wax, and I think I'll like it a little bit better. I love the pink, but I think I want it to be not so much that Pepto-Bismol look in my bedroom. So we'll do that next. I'm using my new pink little chair in the corner of my bedroom, and I really am loving that floral print that I upholstered it with, and this sort of subdued pink color after I added the dark wax to it. And I really like it here in the corner. It adds a little color against the backdrop of my white wainscoting. Is this something you would do to a chair? Give it such a sort of wild color for your home? I'd love to hear what your opinion is of this finished project. Just let me have a comment down below, and I look forward to hearing from you about it. Well, I'm out in my garage and I wanted to give you a nice view of this fantastic chair that I got from the Goodwill. I have been looking for a side chair that was upholstered, and guys, the upholstery on this chair is in actually really excellent condition. Here's a close-up of the upholstery. It's really, really good. And the stuffing in it is very comfortable. I'm not sure if it was more recently reupholstered, but the style is fantastic. And there's really wonderful detail carvings here on the wood, as you can see up here at the top of the back of the chair. Well, I tried one paint because it is my intention to paint the wood so that it goes nicely with my decor in my library room that I have done. And I tried this color here. It's called Pool by Waverly, and I don't think it goes well with the chair. How about you? But I do want to use a blue color, so I'm going to try something else today, and I'll get started on that next. And oh, by the way, I got this chair. Oh, my tag is upside down, but it was $29.95, and I did get a 15% discount off it. A fabulous find. So let's get to painting. Here's a look at my chair after the first coat of paint, and I am liking it, but I think it's a little bit too grayish blue. So I'm going to do some mixing of colors next to get a little bit of a bluer shade. So we'll get started on that this morning and finish up this project. So I have some space in my container of this Nantucket blue paint, and I'm going to be adding some of my provincial blue chalk paint to it to give it a little more of a bluish tone. So I'm just going to let some of it drip in. Here it comes. We'll start with a small amount in the container and stir it up. I like to use these sort of large popsicle sticks. So I'm stirring it. I want to get the final color so I can decide if this is enough of the blue. Now that is definitely bluer, but I think I want to go for a bit more. Now the other trick for a second coat of any chalk painted piece is to add some water to your chalk paint and thin it down a bit for that second coat. It slides on much more easily as you're painting, and it also is an extender of your chalk paint, since chalk paint is not cheap. So I've added in some water, and I'm going to mix it up well, and then I'll get to painting. Well, here is my finished chair. I don't know, what do you guys think about the blue color on the wood of this chair? I'm not exactly sure I love it, but I think I'll grow to like it a little more over time. But I would really like to hear your thoughts on this chair and how I refinished it. Maybe it's good. I just don't know, but like I said, I'll get used to it. Let me show you a close-up of this beautiful woodwork on my piece again. And guys, I'd like to say thank you for stopping by Flipping Friday this month. And I hope your fall is going well. And I am so excited next time to show you a sort of a group of fall blooming flowers for your garden that you might enjoy. And of course, coming up will be a fall tour of my house a little bit later on. And in the meantime, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and God bless you in all you do. Goodbye for now.